Julie Blais Comeau joining us. Always a pleasure to have our etiquette expert with us. And I'm going to ask you my own personal question at the very end.
Okay.
The one thing that we were talking about, and a lot of people getting invited to right now, pool parties, barbecues, there's a lot of things going on, and there are certain things that you probably should keep in mind as you're heading, as you're getting invitations, and to do it properly.
Mm-hmm. Well, as soon as you get the invitation, for example, if you are a vegetarian, should you tell or should you not tell? When you get that invitation, what you would say, and you know, you can find all of these answers in my blogs. I see that my website is behind you. Everything is there, so you don't need to take notes. If you're a vegetarian, you would say, I'd love to come to your barbecue. I must inform you that I'm a vegetarian. Could I bring kebabs that are bocconcini and grilled veggies or something like that? So you will inform them, but you will also suggest to bring along something.
Okay.
So that's one thing for the vegetarian when you're accepting the invitation.
Say, thank you, I hope you don't mind. Will it be okay if I bring something along?
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly. The same thing also, if you have maybe some guests coming from out of town, we are the nation's capital, so this is where most people come, and you get invited to our barbecue, and then, you know, your sister and your brother-in-law are coming, so, you know, I would love to come this weekend, but unfortunately, I'm gonna have to decline. And this is really important. You're gonna decline, and then you will let your hostess decide. You're not gonna impose your sister, your brother-in-law, you're not gonna come +1. And you know, the +1, Leanne, also, the same rule goes for children and pets. Because you know that you have children of the same age, this could be an adults-only party. This could be a party where Fluffy or Muffy is away somewhere for the weekend celebrating with Grandma and Grandpa, Canada Day. So you want to make sure that you decline, that you inform them of the reason, and then see if you get invited with Muffy, Fuffy, or your children.
Interesting. Okay, sometimes they'll ask, it'll say come for 7, goes all night. In terms of timing, how should you time it?
You know, there's no such thing as fashionably late. I guess unless you're Madonna or something, there is no such thing. So an invitation, you come on time. The only exception would be an open house. So if it's an open house, come to us for the weekend between noon and 5 o'clock, that's an open house. But if it's a barbecue that starts at 5, of course, we all understand 5:05, 5:10, there's that 15 minutes grace. And a barbecue is a lot less formal. So your host, your hostess probably won't have like Chateaubriand that must be served perfectly, but do take that into consideration. There's no such thing as fashionably late.
Okay, so we've discussed the food, but there's also usually some drink involved as well. So how should you treat that in terms of bringing your own or expectations?
Once again, you graciously accept the invitation, and you will say something like, you know, what can I bring? Would you like me to bring some wine? I can bring some beer. And then the hostess decides. You know, Leanne, you know, it's a lot simpler than we think. You know, my maternal grandmother, Florina, wasn't very educated, but she would always say, when in doubt, find out. And so it's always okay to ask the host, the hostess. So you would find out about BYOB, unless it says on the invitation. And if you are inviting, and that's how you want it to be, please put it on the invitation.
To let people know. At the same time, though, you would expect, or you would hope to bring a hostess gift, or where do you see that?
Good question. You know, the BYOB does not take away the obligation of a hostess gift. And do you know why we give a hostess gift?
I know you told me this once before, but tell me again.
Pop quiz one of these days, right? Everything we have ever told you and your viewers.
There's a lot of things I remember from you. Trust me. Okay, the hostess?
It's to take away the obligation of inviting them back. Because at the basis, an invitation, when you invite someone, you should be getting an invitation back within, let's say, the season, which will probably be about 3 months. And you know, lives were busy, we go, the little ones, hubby and everything else. So, you know, happy that I came. Here's my hostess gift. And so that way we're even. We're even. And you know, I love to make my own hostess gifts. And mine this year are salmon on the plaque, herbs, and my beer can barbecue chicken, and that's what I serve on Canada Day. Usually one or the other, or sometimes when we're a lot of people, like up to 50, I'll do a little bit of both. And then when I'm visiting some of my friends, some of my colleagues, I bring my own hostess gifts.
These are beautiful. Julie, we've run out of time. Always a pleasure. You can find more. You're doing the Huffington Post. You've got your Sticky Situations. Is that it?
Sticky Situations blogger. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook. And of course, on my website, Ask Away. Happy Canada Day.
Yes, and we'll do another segment coming up about phone etiquette and when we're in service lines and everything like that, because I want to ask you that too.
Good one. So right in.